Anything's possible in this town. I swear, I swear. You can meet anybody, you can find anything, see anything, and do anything, you know, like this.
How's it going, Des?
I'm good, how are you?
We're here in beautiful Las Vegas.
Yep.
What's been going on with you?
Not much. Tonight, I'm just hanging out, seeing what the night, adventures bring me. So update, I got my ID and everything. I did everything right. I went to that Fountain Blue place right there.
Which one?
The Fountain Blue Casino.
Yeah.
I loved it so much that I went across the street and used their computers, and I went for what is it called? The application. And so I did my application, I got a call back. I went to the interview. My friend Ubered me all the way to the interview. And then I went and got another interview, and then that's when my phone got stolen and everything. But it was for housekeeping, so that would have been good. But I just got to get an ID again and a phone, and then I can have a job back at Fountain Blue.
That's awesome. You're trying to straighten your life out.
I am. I was so excited too. That's what sucked. I mean, like, people suck. I got back with my ex for a little bit, and then he left me.
Which ex?
The one I talked about before, like, you know, like Joe.
Okay. What happened? Briefly tell us how it started, the relationship in the beginning.
Well, I just started living with him because I've always been like homeless out here, and so I was living with him, and we just got really close, and then we just like are always hanging out, and we just kind of like got really close.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like consider him a really good friend. He's just, I don't know, he's lost in his own sauce.
Is he using too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he might be gay.
Well, why would you say that?
Cause who would leave me on the side of the road?
But were there any other signs?
I don't know. He always wants to stick it in my butt.
He wants to. Okay.
So I think that's a sign right there, right? Like I have another hole too, right? I don't know.
But you're funny. You ever thought about being a stand-up?
No. I don't think people would pay to see me.
I think they would.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They don't. I don't know where the comedy clubs are at.
Okay, I don't know. I could find out for you, but
that'd be
would
great.
You do it? Would you get?
I would totally go for like anything. I don't know. Just give me a topic and we'll talk about it.
You have a joke you tell us right now?
Well, what's the difference between jelly and jam?
What?
I can't jelly this in your ass.
You would be one of those vulgar comedians, like that one.
Oh, who's not a vulgar comedian? I feel like that's all they talk about. Yeah. Oh, somebody just got pulled over.
What happened?
That sucks. Man, it's like you know when you're gonna get pulled over too, because like they're on your butt, and then like you just slow down, and as soon as you slow down, that's why you don't slow down. Don't ever slow down, because then that's when they just blurp you. And then it's like they know they got you. As soon as you slow down, it's like, oh, they got you. You're doing something wrong right away.
Speaking of pull over, do you have a driver's license?
I do not. I don't like driving. I have car epilepsy. Anytime I drive, or like I'm right there, or even in the car, but I fall asleep at the wheel a lot.
Car epilepsy?
I have car epilepsy. I made that up myself. I had a brand new 2016 Nissan Altima with only like 54,000 miles on it. I crashed that thing, crash dummied it a lot. Because I always fell asleep at the wheel. It's like so relaxing. So I always had people drive for me.
You did?
Yeah.
You're like a princess.
No, I just can't drive. Like I fall asleep a lot.
All right. Speaking of IDs, did you need? You said you don't have an ID.
I don't have an ID. I accumulated one for like 2 weeks. Somebody, some hater, because they knew I was getting a job at Fountain Blue for housekeeping. They were hating on it, and they took off with it. So I popped their tires. They inconvenienced me, so I inconvenienced them. You know, I'm not usually a person.
All
but
tires? All 4 tires?
No, just one.
Just one. All right, Des.
Hi.
What do you love about Vegas?
There's always something to do. Like you like just anything's possible in this town. I swear, you can meet anybody. The other day, this guy was walking and he hit like a big jackpot, and he was walking around passing out $100 bills. And I just walked by this guy, and he was like, "Here's $100." I was like, "What's this for?" And he ended up actually giving me 5, so that was really cool. I bought a weekly, so I was in a spot for like a whole week, so that was pretty cool. But like I said, anything happens at most random times. Then yesterday, somebody didn't push their bonus at a machine, so I just sat down real quick and I pushed start on their bonus, and I won $37, and then I got made to 120, so that was pretty cool. And then I got a room at the Oyo, and I stayed at the Oyo last night. So I just love all the randomness in this town. Just anything. You can find anything, see anything, and do anything, you know, like this.
How long have you lived here?
I thought I lived here for a few months. I guess I've lived here for like almost 2 years now.
2 years, okay. And your family's back home?
My family's somewhere. I don't know at the moment.
Okay.
Well, my grandparents are in Tennessee. Hi, Moo Moo. But that's my grandma.
Well, I don't want to get you emotional in this interview.
Yeah,
so let's not talk about them.
Yeah, let's not talk about them.
I do want to know about your childhood. Like, what was you Sicilian? You said?
I'm Sicilian and Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which food do you like better?
Sicilian. I'm Italian.
Italian better?
Yeah. I mean, cause Mexican food is good, but it's just so like, it's just like everyone outdoes it like in a certain way. You know what I mean? But like Italian food, who can't like not get sick of pasta? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything like rigatoni, from lasagna to spaghetti. I mean, it doesn't matter. Cannolis.
You worked at Dream Girls in Bullhead City. We talked about that.
I almost had a job too at the Peppermint Hippo. They offered me a job there to dance, but you have to have a sheriff's card, and I'm a felon, so I can't get a sheriff's card.
So you can't dance there?
I know, but that was cool.
When you're stripping days, anyone famous come into?
No, there was a lot of sketchy, a lot of sketchy hyenas, but that's about it. Those guys that like do stuff at the border.
Cartel guys?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They would come in with like stacks of cash.
Yeah.
But like sketchy, like because they don't really talk, and they just got a lot of money.
Do they? How common is it for the girls to sleep with the guy
Oh, that's very common. Any girl that's doing a 20-minute dance and up is definitely sleeping with her customer.
Oh, okay. 20-minute dance. How much does that cost?
Like 500. 500? Yeah.
Even in Bullhead?
Yeah.
Wow.
They start between 500. Regular 4 from 1s are like 200, and then a half hour or 20 minutes and up is like 500 and up.
Yeah.
But that was good money. I loved dancing. It was a lot of fun. I miss dancing. I definitely would go dance at Dream Girls again because they don't ask for a bunch of. Well, in Arizona, you don't have to have a sheriff's card or anything. So, do I look fat?
No. Is your family lives in Bullhead?
I got chunkier, I think, since my last video.
Does your family live in Bullhead?
No, I don't know where my family lives. I heard they moved to Chicago.
Oh, they did? And no one's reached out to you?
Nope. Nobody loves Dez.
Where do you see yourself in, say, 5 years? Where would you like to see yourself?
I would like to see myself on a normal routine and in a nice apartment that is like a resort. Everything's there. Like one of those resort apartments, you know what I'm talking about? Like they're almost like hotels.
Yeah.
But my dream is to find a guy that owns one of them and that will just put me up in it, and I could just, manage it, like clean up the spot and whatever. Yeah. And then that would be my rent. Like, I clean the apartment complex. And that would work. That would work perfectly out because that's a fair exchange.
You're not asking for a lot.
No, I think that's a fair exchange. It's like someone that cleans up all the apartments that have to be ready for next attendance, and I can live in one apartment for free.
What do you look for in a guy?
Oh, I don't look for anything in a guy. I hope they look for me. Just kidding. No, but I just want someone, like I said, that loves me for me and wants to help me better me. That's about it.
So this is an update.
Yes, I'm alive and I'm well.
It's been like, what, 6 months?
It's been like 6 months. Do I look different?
You look fabulous.
Thanks.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Now that it's been 6 months, describe your 24-hour day.
All right, well, let's see. I wake up, like today I woke up, saw one of my friends. I told them I was hungry. They took me to their spot. They made me some bomb-ass rice and meat. And then I went to the stores and I got this bathing suit that I'm wearing underneath it. Oh, I snuck into a pool that is at someone's house, but they're not there. Yeah. But it's a house for sale, don't worry, nobody's living there. Yeah. Went swimming for a little bit, and then I walked to Sahara, used the bathroom, and then I walked to Aztec, and then I bumped into you. Oh. Just depends on the day. Like every other day, I might win, find money at a machine, or I might, bust a date or turn a date, whatever how you want to call it. But I'm trying to get back in order. I was so close to working at the Fountain Blue. I was this close.
There's a lady that works, that sells timeshares. I told her about you, so you're gonna go hit her up?
I'm gonna definitely hit her up.
Well, she doesn't care that she cares that you use, but hopefully you'll get clean. And then she has some other resources.
Planning on going to rehab. That's why, I think that's why Joe left me, because we were planning on going to rehab, and I don't think he was ready for rehab. Yeah. So I think that's why he left me, because I told him when I get back, we're going to do this last sack, and then we're going to rehab.
Yeah.
And then I came back, and he was gone. So I guess he didn't want to go to rehab.
You don't need him.
I don't need him, but I want him.
Why do you want him?
I don't know. I just like being alone.
Yeah.
It's sad, huh?
It's sad, but I don't think you'll be alone for long once you clean up.
I guess.
Straighten out.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I do want to go back a little bit because I'm kind of curious about your high school days. What kind of student? Because I used to be a high school teacher. So, what kind of student were you?
I was a really good student. I was very. I did a lot of sports, so I always had to have my grades eligible, or else I couldn't play. So I was like a C and D student.
Okay.
I was the only girl on my swim team that went to nationals for my 400-meter breaststroke. So that was cool.
That is great.
Hell yeah! I did a lot of sports. I played softball, swim, football, cheer, softball. I never tried soccer. I didn't really care for that one.
You were growing up with your parents?
I grew up with my grandparents and my parents.
Were they pushing you to go to school and do good and everything?
No, my grandparents did.
Yeah.
Please turn that down. They're disrupting my interview.
What's the psychology of those guys playing music so loud, you think?
They want attention.
Yeah.
Because that's an older truck. And
does that turn you on?
No.
I think they do it to turn girls on.
It doesn't turn any of us on. It really makes us annoyed.
Okay, what annoys you about guys?
When they try too hard.
Yeah.
Or when they talk about their
Okay.
If you talk about your or your pinga too much.
Sorry, I got distracted by that car. Let me go back to your high school. So your family was happy for you, but they weren't really pushing you?
No, my grandparents definitely pushed me, but my mom did. My mom didn't really care if I went to school or not. She was kind of like more of a friend than a mom.
Yeah.
But I mean, she did her best. I never went to bed hungry, and I never went without. You know what I mean? I always had what I was supposed to have.
Now,
so I can
who
say
steered you in the wrong direction?
Nobody steered me in the wrong direction. I asked the wrong person how they got skinny.
Oh, that was the wrong direction. So that was a friend, right?
Yeah, that was my twin. That was my best friend.
And then she
was my other half. Everyone compared us because we looked so much alike.
You still talk to her?
No.
When you tried that drug with her?
It was a wrap. It was a wrap. I became an addict right after that.
What if you didn't meet her? You think you would have still done drugs?
No.
No? So that one person...
That one person can change your whole life.
You can. So what's your message to young people with bad friends?
To leave them alone. Don't become curious in their lifestyle. Don't just because they're doing it, don't start doing it. Like, don't. It's not worth it. Like, if they're doing it for their own reason, and that's not your reason, you know?
What was going on in her life that she started wanting to do drugs?
Oh, I think it's because she was her brother. That's probably why it would happen.
Wait, what?
I swear to God. I found out shortly after that. So I ran into her, and when I got out of prison, I hit her up, to see what was going on, and she wanted to hang out, and she was living on her brother's floor, and I thought that was kind of weird. And then she was pushing me towards hanging out with her brother, and then I wasn't feeling it, so then she pushed our coworker. I got her a job where I was working at, which was a vape store at the time, and I got her a job there, and I got this other girl a job there that when I worked at Family Dollar. They were right next door to each other. And so I got them both jobs there, and she ended up bringing her brother along, and her brother was always around, which I thought was kind of weird. But anyways, the mutual girlfriend that we had together was letting them both live together, and she was telling me how they would shower together and how they would sleep in the same bed, and I was like, oh, they're f***ing. And she was like, no. But then like a couple weeks after that, she walked in on them fucking, and the girl, Gigi, was the one that was sleeping with her brother, like they were like together. So the whole time, Jenny, her name's Jennifer was using that girl Gigi to act like she liked her brother, so her brother and her can have a place to stay. But the whole time, Jennifer and her brother are f***ing.
Wow.
So Gigi walked in on it, and Gigi was okay with it. I was like, what? Gigi, that's not okay. Like, because she thought the guy was just so hot. I was like, Gigi, he's f***ing his sister. Like, that's not normal. She's like, he said he's gonna stop. I'm like, if he hasn't stopped, then definitely he's not gonna stop now. And what's crazy is that girl has had 3 abortions that her brother paid for, and now I know why, because he probably was the one that got her pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought he was just being a good brother, but no, the motherfucker probably got her pregnant a few times.
Wow. Well, the moral of the story is pick your friends wisely, right?
No, the moral of the story is, Yeah, pick your friends wisely, but the moral of the story is everybody's doing something to numb something.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
What are you numbing?
What am I numbing? I'm numbing the fact that my family doesn't talk to me and that my mom wiped my name off my son's birth certificate, and put her name on it.
Okay.
And Arizona, that's legal.
Thank you so much for this interview.
That's it. Just kidding.
You want some more?
No, I'm good. I'm happy that you bumped into me again. I was actually like, low-key like, well, when's this guy gonna come back?
Hey, what's your Facebook?
Castino, CASTSINOO.
What about your Instagram?
Same thing, Castino.
Okay. What about, do you have an email? So in case anyone want to help you out.
We'll put it in the bottom what my phone number is, because I'm gonna get a new phone like here in a couple hours.
Okay.
So I'll just definitely have you put
do that, but we'll put your email down there.
Okay, put my email down.
Or be careful who you hang out with or whatever when they contact you.
I know. Thank you so much for catching me.
All right, take care.
Bye.